Hey, everybody, welcome here. We are Unranked
and
Unhinged.
We're back, baby.
We never left. and we've started early.
We started a little early.
So
Been a long week.
It has. Gene, I'm super stoked that we're back together again because I hadn't seen you since the last time we did this.
Since last week.
And you had good stuff going on, didn't you?
We had a tournament, APT in Knoxville. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. What else did you do this week?
That's it, man.
Didn't do nothing, just worked.
It's work and trying to figure out where the next tournament is going to be.
So, you don't know yet?
Well, I'm going to have a couple weeks off.
That means we can go fishing.
Yes, we can. We actually can go this weekend if you want to.
Okay. We missed the tournament this weekend, though.
Which one?
The mackerel tournament that we wanted to go to.
Is that South Holston?
No, it was at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't going to catch no mackerels in South Holston.
That was like
you told me.
last week. I think it was
last weekend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got you. I'm on there now, yeah.
In the wonderful podcast land, we don't know exactly when this is coming out, so it may have been a month ago. I don't know. But, I just worked all week. Sounds like you worked all week. Last weekend, I just worked at the Tube.
Yeah, we so I know you got a lot going on, but like everybody else does, the tournament you were talking about or asked me about, there is one in Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's in 2 weeks. I'm thinking about going. It's just a one day kind of drive down and come back.
And I was very sad to hear that Gene decided against going to the Brewmasters competition, which he won last year.
I did win. I had the Wicked Pickle on tap at Gatlinburg Brewing.
Yep.
I had one ready. I actually did two, but one of them turned out really well. Another one was kind of okay.
Yeah.
And
if you just ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it.
Yeah. So Topaz and I are going to we're going to go down and support the event.
Good.
And just kind of walk around, and because we've never done that before. We've always been in the competition or the event.
That's stressful.
And it's a lot of work. It is stressful. I enjoy it, but it is stressful.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to go down, walk around, and maybe spend the night. And
cool. That sounds like fun.
Just have a good time. But this will come out when this comes out. Look it up. It's called Brew Street in Sevierville. It's a beer fest. There's several ciders, beer, different. There's home brewers, and there's commercial brewers. So it's a great event.
We might do a taggy thing to it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe, like I was telling Bart, if he can still go, we all just kind of. We've never done that together. We've always had to work.
We've always been working together
and put things together, and kind of before we know it, it's over, and we're packing up going home. But. Yeah. This time I think we're just going to kind of enjoy it. So.
Oh, and by the way, I would like to tell all you all who watched our last episode and who watched and looked at our Instagram, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Even though I don't know if you all picked out all the stuff that I did, but believe it or not, it was take 13, and that was not planned. It just happened that way. So I broke a mirror. Walked under a ladder, stepped on a black cat, knocked over a salt shaker, opened an umbrella inside, and I'm still here.
It's pretty brave.
Yeah.
I would have done all that, but probably outside.
I had a blast.
It was hilarious.
It was fun. It was fun. We'll do something fun for this one, this coming week.
Yeah, so, it's on our Facebook. It's on our Instagram, and people seem to like it.
People seem to like it when we're stupid, and that's easy for me to pull off.
The more crazy we are, I think, the better people like us. I don't know.
I don't know. I like it, and I still at this point, there's only a couple of people commenting. Maybe they're afraid that they're going to hurt our feelings or something.
I don't know, man.
Hey, I've got thick skin.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Just give us a comment. We want to see. We want to see it. We want to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I'll tell you. So before we start,
I thought we'd already started.
Before we get into our segment. Let's say that. How about if we get into our segment?
Before we get into our segment,
which is going to be about a little bit about golf. The first part,
Yeah.
we'll kind of get into it, and maybe wing it a little bit. But
That's
I
right.
want to say that nobody here is claiming to be great at golf. We chasing that one perfect shot that keeps us coming back.
oh yeah,
So if your handicaps are high, remember, opinions, only ours matter.
that's right. Now that's another T-shirt we need.
Yeah.
Opinions,
Yeah.
only ours matters.
Right. So yeah, man.
Cool. Well,
but
tell us about your weekend. I
So-
mean, it sounds like you did really well.
I did. For me, I have. We were playing at Three Ridges. It's in Knoxville. I've played there once or twice. Not many, but good day. Weather was great. Didn't look at the score. I told you this
Yep.
several times. Because you kind of know how you're playing. You know
How
how
you
you
feel,
know how
yeah.
you feel, and so I just kind of did my game. I've been working on my game for the last couple of weeks, and I really wanted to hope this would come out. What I was doing, and have the confidence to do it. But so I did. I shot 83.
Nice.
At Three Ridges, and just two shots out.
Wow.
Which that was for four, so it was really close for four of us. They actually the top two had a playoff. They shot 81, and second place shot 82. So I was right there.
Nice. Well,
But-
congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Proud
So
of you.
I did. I appreciate it, buddy. And which it does. It sounds really solid. That's a solid day for me. You can play a good round, but the little mistakes just kind of felt huge.
Oh,
There was a few mistakes that I had, and I just couldn't overcome or couldn't gain. So
gotcha. And you were talking about some putts that may have made a big difference.
oh yeah, so it's a dreaded 2.5 foot putt. It's you take it for granted. One of them it was all, both of them was on me, but I just pulled it. It was a straight putt. No reading it. And I pulled it. It happens.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The other one now, a little more difficult. It was it was a break, but it's still a 2.5 foot putt. But it was a break, and just missed it.
Well, that's two shots. And people, and that's the thing that we've talked about before. There's so many times that people really worry about the long ball, but you've always got to use the putter pretty much on every hole,
Yeah,
unless you hole in a chip shot or something. But
yeah.
that's and that one little bitty 2.5 foot can make all.
It definitely can. Obviously, like I said, I didn't look at the score. Just play my game. I missed the putts. Go to the next one. Try not to let it.
Well, it sounds
Get-
like you
get in your
did
mind,
good
yeah.
about not letting it bother you. You kept your game and still finished. 2 or 3 strokes out of the lead.
Yeah, good time. The course was in good shape. The greens rolled true. But they were slick. Oh my God, dude, they were so
Were
slick.
they?
It was, I had one birdie all day, and it was a downhill. And slick greens
Yeah.
downhill. It's just
goes
get
forever.
Get it started.
Yeah.
Just get it started, and so there was some knee knockers all day, but you just kind of take what it gives you, and
Sorry, I kicked the bucket. Well, that sounds cool. It sounds like you had fun, and it's nice that you had good weather. And
yeah. But I will say, the hardest part, is not necessarily missing the putt. It sucks.
yeah,
But what happens after that is how, how it can change your mindset.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're trying to make, you don't want to make another mistake.
right.
So and
Well,
and
even
just
if
play
you
golf.
even if you don't think it's a mistake, I mean, when you have a bad shot, you always don't want to stack another bad shot on it, because
Right.
then all of a sudden it's just like, it's not like you've dug the hole twice as deep. It's like you've dug the hole 4 times as deep.
Yeah.
And if you happen to hit 3 bad shots in a row, then you feel like you've dug clean to China.
Yeah, people will, and I'm guilty of it too. You know, you have a bad hole, and you try to make it up on the next one. You know, it's whether it's a par five trying to go for it in two, and or whatever. You know, just do some shots that you probably haven't practiced in a long time, or just don't do.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people mess up and make mistakes on that part.
Wow. You're shooting scores that I've never shot in my life. I think the one time I remember, I don't think I ever broke 90, but I remember shooting 90.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it because, and I think we've talked about this, that it was at Tri-Cities, and I shot 90, and the front nine, I shot all fives.
Right.
Every hole. So my scorecard said 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Yeah.
And, and it was the back nine, so that was 45 on the front. Well, the back nine, I shot another 45, but then the scores were kind of like where they should be.
Should be, yeah.
But yeah, that front, it was so bizarre to, a double bogey to every par three.
Yeah.
And
so did you know that as you were playing that you were having all fives? And
you can see them stacking up.
Just kind of laughing about it and like, well, okay, I'm going to have a five again.
And at the turn, I was thinking, I'm going to finish out the day with fives. But I didn't. But yeah, but it was so bizarre, and it was not something I was trying to do, but it was fun. But yeah, and so that 90 sticks in my head. Otherwise, I don't know if I've ever gotten there before.
I've seen you play, on the 9 holes. I've seen you play in the 30s. I think, you remember that time we did that league at Clear Creek?
Oh, yeah, we did the league at Clear Creek.
And every shot we hit, it was on the card.
It was on the card.
And, I think I remember that time. I think you had, we were all three of us were playing some great golf at that time.
We did. And I think it was because we played so much. I mean, we were going nearly, 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And, you can say what you want, but practice really does improve your game.
Absolutely. We did that to prove a point.
We did.
Which we did. We won't get into that, but we kind of did.
We will one day.
Yeah, we will one day.
Sorry, Casey.
Yeah, we did play a lot. Practice, obviously will make your game. It's hard for somebody to take off a couple weeks and try to go play, just for recreational golf or tournament golf or whatever. But
you think about that. If you've had, what if, starting now, you've got a tournament at Charlotte in 2 weeks. What if you had every day off between now and then, and all you had to do was stretch, get up, stretch, go to the driving range, hit a few balls, then go to the course, and then just practice every stinking day.
Yeah, especially with knowing what I really need to work on my game.
Yeah.
If I could do that, I could be in contention.
You could be a contender.
I could be in contention for that one.
I'm telling you could. And, it's just, and that's the problem is, as a recreational golfer that has a normal job, you just don't have that opportunity.
No, our lives are busy, as it is. Where I work at, we used to go after work. Yeah. Just leave work and go on. And our buddy, we always talk about him. And, a lot. I think we even said it in our podcast and one of how we just, look at the weather. Hey, we got a 2-hour window.
Oh yeah, they were these two. Him and Kelly were the craziest thing. They pull up the weather radar, and if they had just a sliver, of area that looked like it wasn't covered in clouds, they're like, yeah, we can work 9 in.
We can work 9 in.
We can work 9 into that slot.
Yeah, we played a lot of golf.
It was I don't know what I guess it was because the three of us enjoyed being together, and we enjoyed, and it was easy to go out after work.
Oh yeah,
and play, and life got complicated,
it did.
We got separated, and
and
Kelly left us all alone.
He left us. We're here. It's almost
a couple of weeks at least.
Is it 2.5 years? And here we are. We're still talking about him.
Oh, we'll always talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, it's because our lives in the last, for me, you go back farther than I do. For the last, I don't know, 14 years.
Yeah.
You guys have been in my part of my life, and obviously you guys went back even further. So that's
Yeah. So, I mean, and I've always said, people say, oh, they're gone. Well, as long as you keep talking about them and as long as you keep bringing them up, I guess that's how somebody is immortal. They're always with us.
Well,
so.
Obviously we're kind of getting off topic, but
yeah, we're getting sad. But we don't want to get sad.
But I will say, with that said, we did say that when Kelly passed, that we would,
we'd keep talking about it.
We keep talking about it because, like I said, the last 14 years is our stories.
Oh my God,
pretty
crazy
insane.
stories,
pretty insane.
All right, so what we're going to talk about now? We've talked about the APT.
So the Charlotte one, I'm pretty excited about this one.
Okay,
I've never played in Charlotte. I think it's at Pine Island.
Ooh.
Pine Island Country Club. Don't know much about it, but most of our
time to pull out Google Earth.
I know. So most of our golf has been in this area, northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia.
Yep.
Myrtle Beach. So that's kind of where our games are, and I'm pretty excited about this one.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Well, I'm doing my best to get everything squared away so I can go with you.
All right. I know.
And I'll do the same thing I did the last time. I'll sneak around and whisper. People, it's amazing the things that people do comment on. And that was, when Gene did his thing and I went with him at the beach and, he played in that tournament and I had to bring his rangefinder to him.
Batteries. You had to bring me some
batteries. That's right. I had to bring batteries for his rangefinder.
Yeah.
I got to go out on the course and I got to, follow along. Well, I wanted to record, but I didn't want to be loud. So I'm like sneaking through the bushes going, this is Unranked and Unhinged. Gene's getting ready to. And people are like, why were you whispering? Couldn't hear you. God. Really?
Oh, it's so funny.
So
that was a good time. That was a good trip.
So we might try to recreate some of that when we go to Charlotte. I'll sneak around through the bushes.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a little bit about Charlotte, but obviously I don't know the tee time yet, so we'll have to figure out time we leave and all that.
Good Lord,
so.
They start them boys early.
They
I
do.
mean, like 7. Yeah, and
whew. So with that said, if I have, even if it's a 10 o'clock tee time, it takes, let's say, 3 hours to get to Charlotte. I know it's just a little bit over that.
Yeah.
That's 7 o'clock. I want to get there an hour before.
Yep.
That's 6 o'clock, and then we got to find some time, stop and eat breakfast, and just kind of. We don't want to rush it. Oh yeah. By the way. I've been meaning to tell you this. So you and I, when you and I went to Myrtle Beach, the tournament you're talking about.
Yep.
I got a speeding ticket. Going through Whitful.
Going through Whitful.
Do you remember seeing a camera on the side of the road through that construction? I
didn't pay much attention to it.
I got one in the mail last week.
You're kidding.
No, I did not. It was. I forgot what the thing on the.
But I mean, were you doing like 80?
No, I was going 72 and the 60, and it was just one of those. It was one of those cameras, just like.
I do think because we said, did that thing flash?
It was, and I know. I'm probably not the only one because I know I wasn't in that lane. You can't see it in the picture.
Yeah.
But I know they probably got other people because we were just going with the flow of the traffic. But the good thing is it doesn't go against me. It's just $100 fine.
Oh, because of construction zone, right?
Yeah. So it's $100 fine. It doesn't go against my record.
I wasn't driving, was I? See?
I think so.
If I was driving, that would not have happened. I guarantee it.
I think he would have.
I'd have got a ticket for going too slow.
He'd have been going probably 45 in the 60.
45, and there'd have been a big stack of traffic behind me. My wife tells me all the time that a lot of times when I'm driving, it looks like I'm an engineer because I'm a train engineer because I've got so many cars behind me.
You're the engine, huh?
I'm the engine.
Yeah, the engine. You think you could. But yeah, man, I've been meaning to tell you that.
Oh, man.
I can't remember. I think last week, we did our podcast on Thursday. I think I got it in early that week, but I forgot to tell you last week.
Oh, wow.
And then
I hate that, man.
When I talked to you on the phone a couple of days ago, I didn't think about it, but
this is the perfect time to tell me. That's awesome.
I know we got to talking about our trips to Myrtle Beach and going to Charlotte, and it just kind of clicked. And they had the picture of the truck and the tag, obviously, and so I'm paying withful $100, and I had to pay my Florida tolls the other day for going to Florida last year. So
What you did? You just missed the tolls, or what?
no, the highway we were on. There was no really.
Oh, nowhere to pay,
Well, right. Well, they take pictures of you and they send you a bill.
and then they send you a bill.
But it's not like we knew about Florida, how to get around. I'm sure there was some ways to go around.
Oh yeah.
But we were saying, okay, it's just a couple bucks here, 35 cents here. It ended up being, because we kind of went in and out a couple times, and ended up being $20.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to tell you a funny story about toll booths in Florida. When we went down there, my dad was handicapped in his shoulders. He couldn't lift his arms up. So handing out things out the window, it didn't matter if it was drive-through or whatever, it was always difficult for him.
yeah,
Well, toll booths, you're supposed to put that money in that little, back then they had like a little plastic basket looking thing. It was a funnel, and you put the money in it and it went down. Well, Dad had the hardest time with that. And every time he did, he got mad. So then it was hilarious because we were in separate cars, and we'd be following him, and he would go through the toll booth, and you'd see quarters bouncing off everything, and he wouldn't even slow down. He'd just grab it and chuck it out the window. And I'm surprised he didn't get arrested for that. But that was his typical way to go through a toll booth, is just tool on through and just chuck quarters out the window and see how many of them would work.
I don't know how long ago that was, but
That was back in like 89.
see, there's no booths anymore.
Wow.
It's just a constructed, like, almost like framing, like a signage framing. They got all these high definition speed cameras.
Wow.
And they just snap your picture.
Yeah, here's a funny one. Stephanie got a ticket on her Santa Fe going through somewhere in North Carolina. And it wasn't that she had to pay it was because she had to pay a toll. But the problem was there was nobody in the car. It was being towed. Yeah, we had it on a trailer.
Yeah.
And I was pulling it, and I guess because they couldn't see the tag of the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a perfect picture of her car on a trailer.
Did you get out of it?
I never paid it. Never did.
Well,
I'll probably be arrested next time to go through North Carolina.
it's going to be online now.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was so hilarious, is that there's her car on a trailer. You can plainly see that it's on a trailer.
Yeah.
And she got a request to pay a toll.
Well, I know we're not that deep in like what they do with that money. I understand there's things that has to be done for the highways, but it's like we pay taxes.
Yeah, we pay taxes, and there's so many good roads out there that don't have tolls. It's like, why do you need a toll?
Yeah. Well, without going to the details, it's because it's Florida.
Oh yeah.
They have so many, the population, so many people traveling.
Yeah,
and there's so much to do in Florida. Probably pretty much like Disney or something. They can get these people going in and out. So, because it's like, oh, okay, if you just give them for $10, people's going like, okay, no big deal, I'll pay it. But if you got 100,000 people,
oh yeah,
that pay $10, so
pretty soon you got, and I always, as soon as I get in the car, and it drives Gene crazy, as soon as I hit Google on where to, because you always put it on Google, where are you going? Google Maps. Okay, I'm going to go to Myrtle Beach. And you put that in, and the next thing I do is I go up and I click no highways and no tolls. And Gene's like, oh, God.
We're on the road for 12 hours.
We have actually gone through places where the speed limit was 20. I didn't even know that was the thing anymore. I mean, there were like old people in Rascals passing us, down the sidewalk. It's like, 20? Really?
Yeah.
So,
well, all right, let's circle.
Hey, we're doing a podcast, aren't we?
We are.
Is that today?
This is pretty cool.
I love it. I'm glad you guys stay with us when we're stupid.
So I know you asked me earlier about how I felt about the tournament. If I was excited, if I felt confident, and I really did. I really felt, I showed up feeling prepared.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I've been working some parts of my game that I was trying to fine tune some of the struggles that I had. I was really kind of excited to see how this is going to play out. If I was on the right track, of helping my game, you know. But
So
you know,
what was the thing that you were
it was just
practicing?
it was my hands on my swing.
Oh,
You know, the way I do my hands. So in the club, it controls the club head.
okay.
So
So
yeah, but
that's
you know,
neat.
but with that said, you know, I was prepared, but it was I still had a nervous, anxious feeling.
Oh,
You know, which probably everybody does.
oh yeah.
But you know, just you know, for one thing, it's tournament golf,
Yeah.
and also I've been working on my game. But it's not like I didn't go to the driving range, so I kind of knew, you know, how that was going to play out. So
Well,
yeah,
we've always said, you know, that going to the driving range is great, but there's so much prep work you can do at
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
You know, with your putter, with, like you said, with your hands, just stuff
yeah.
like that.
Well, you know, it's
So-
funny. It's crazy you say that because, like at work during my lunchtime, or if I just need to kind of like stand up for a little bit, I have a little, you know, a little iron, like a rod, almost like a ground rod.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, a couple feet or so, and I'll get it up and just kind of swing it and just keep practicing with my hand. So, yeah.
I remember there was a statement from Mickey Mantle one time. He said that from the time he was a little kid, that his father had him to swing a bat, whether he was hitting the ball or not, just swing a bat at least 100 times a day.
Yeah.
And apparently it worked for Mickey.
It definitely worked.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think people practice. You said about going to the driving range. Some, you know, people go to the range and probably are practicing the wrong way, and that's just because they don't know.
Yeah.
You know, if they had a little bit of help, you know, obviously I've had a little bit of help over the years, and you know, to kind of work on things. But if you go up there and just pound on those balls all the time, that don't sound right. Does it?
Oh my God, I love it. Oh, there's another T-shirt. I love it. I can't wait to make that shirt. And Gene's got to wear it. I'm going to go just. I better not say it again because you'll have to edit it out. Oh. The first time, you don't have to edit it out if it was an honest mistake. But if I repeat it, then it's bad. Oh, my God.
Oh, my
I
God.
love it. Keep up
Oh.
the, did you have that written down even? Oh, my gosh. We have so much fun doing this. And we hope you all enjoy listening to us.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That was.
Okay, so I want to get one complaint that I have about the APT.
Okay.
And I know this is not terrible. It's not bad to say, and you know they may fuss, but I understand kind of the thing behind it. But one of the difficulties that I could see when we were at the beach, and you were in that tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and those super early tee times, especially this time of year, when you got to the course,
Yeah.
not to mention it was early, but it was cold.
Yeah.
And so you had probably a temperature swing of 30 degrees, maybe 40 degrees from the time you teed off till the time you finished out.
Oh yeah,
And
I
that's-
agree.
That's got to be hard on your system, you know.
Well, you know that it is. It's probably not the APT. It's whatever the course tee times gives them.
Yeah, and I understand that they were working with tee times that, you know, that they only had a certain window that they got to
Yeah.
work with. So,
Well,
yeah.
you know, it is tough. You know, I'm going to say it could be hard on your body, but I don't pay attention to it.
You wear shorts.
I do. I do wear shorts.
I was freezing. I was in a Mackinac. I had all the blankets and everything still wrapped around me, and I'm out there freezing to death, and he's in shorts.
Mom will know this.
Hi, Mom.
She'll say, "You wore shorts, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Yes, I did.
So, but yeah. So with that said, though, on golfing, like the people that has early tee time will play a different course than the people in the afternoon.
Oh, definitely.
You know, because it dries out.
Dries out.
You
It's
know,
not as
so-
moist in the morning.
So it really depends on, do you like slick greens? Do you like, you know, a little fast? Or do you like them kind of slower? So you may like fast greens and you play in early and it's going to be slow for you. So, I mean, that's just golf. You kind of adjust as you can as you go along. So.
Yeah, and to me that seems like that's just another almost obstacle is that the way that the greens you get used to putting a certain way during the morning, and you have to change midday. You just it's a gradual change, and,
Yeah.
and so
Well, hopefully, I'll go to the practice green before I tee off. Those are not going to be 100% as exact as the course, but it will give you an idea of how the speed of the greens. But hopefully you can adjust to that pretty quick. If you put one, like, oh wow, they're drying out. They're getting a little slick, or
Yeah, but I mean the thing that bothers me is you've talked about how that you were 2 putts from being in the lead of this last tournament. So,
and I missed 2.
You get out there and you putt the first one and it's not what you were expecting. Either you leave it short, or it's you were expecting them to be a certain way and they weren't. And to me that's like wasting a shot.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess
that's the game of golf.
That's the game of golf. I will say 3 Ridges in Knoxville, those practice greens was about as close to on-course greens as I've seen in a long time.
Well, that's cool.
Maybe I'll say this. We was talking about not looking at the score. I know we're kind of backtracking, but when I teed off on 18 and my tee shot, then I hit my second shot, and I actually pushed a little bit, and I was farther back than I expected. So I really kind of had to just get up there as far as I could. So I was about 60 yards out from the green, and that's when I looked at the score. I was like, okay, let's see where I'm at. And, my third shot, I chipped up and stuck it about 2 inches. So
nice.
I got a par, and got out. So there I think I was 3 shots back.
Yeah.
And I think the guy bogeyed 18 or something. But the cool thing is I get to go in the clubhouse and just kind of hang tight and see if we can get a playoff or something. Because there was 2 guys, kind of neck and neck. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. So it's about as close as, tournament. Again, we're not professionals.
Environment or whatever.
Yeah. We're
That's
just
so cool.
It's cool. We get the name announced.
Yeah, that was, and I told you all the story about the name announcement. If I hadn't, I'm going to tell you again. I was so prepped up to get Gene's name announcement, and I'm standing up there with the camera, and the guy goes, and from Bristol, Virginia. And about the time he said Gene's name, some other dude walked by and goes, I can't believe she used a 5-iron on that hole. That's all I got.
Yeah, I appreciate it, dude.
I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't even get Gene's name announced.
Yeah, the cool thing is the one in Charlotte is the same guy that runs Myrtle Beach. Do you remember Jeff, the guy that brought you out to the course?
Yeah, that rode me around the golf cart.
He runs Charlotte as well.
Oh, cool.
So it's pretty neat. But yeah, man. So I love this little saying. Tournament pressure turns normal decisions into a hostage negotiation.
Tournament conditions.
The tournament pressure.
Tournament pressure turns normal decisions into hostage. Oh, okay. So I can see it. I can see that now. Yeah, it took me a minute to work out the bugs. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that somewhere, and I was like, that's pretty neat. And it's kind of true.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, tournament golf, it shows you exactly where your game stands and whether you want to see it or not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But and that's the thing. Like, at 3 Ridges, our chapter owner is on the tee box, doing our names, and there's our group, and the groups are starting to like stack up at the tee box because they're getting for their tee time.
Yeah.
And it's the first hole was kind of it was flat till you got probably a couple hundred yards out, and it kind of went down the hill a little bit to the right. And so I just took a little 4-iron, and I just wanted to get out of the fairway.
Yeah.
And so I hit it, and it was kind of right, but not, it was kind of pushed right, but it was actually a perfect shot. And I'll say my shot is a perfect shot, because I went to the tree line or to the trees out in the fairway, and it went in between them, hit the downslope, and took off.
Nice.
So I got a little bit of luck on that one.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, and obviously, with missed opportunities in tournament golf usually aren't spectacular mistakes. It's the birdie putts that stay high. The par putt you expect to make, or the hole where you're in position and you kind of walk away with nothing. That's where the mistakes is. To me, taking advantage of certain holes. Take advantage of the par fives. That should be at least a birdie putt attempt.
Yeah.
And that's just taking some of the short par fours and just take advantage of it. That's what I like to do. So
I got an eagle one time.
Yeah.
Yep, the only one I can ever remember, and it was at Stills Creek, hole 9 at Stills Creek, par 5.
Oh, yeah.
And I can still remember the clubs I was using. It was the old K28 Persimmon Woods. That's how long ago this was. And I hit a driver and a 5-wood, and it miraculously and luckily rolled up to within about, a foot and a half. And I putted it in. And that was my 3 on a 5. That's the best I've ever done.
Maybe I need to get you to putt for me. I wouldn't miss a.
You wouldn't. Well,
2.5.
I don't know. It had to have been twice as far away. I'd have probably bumped that one up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, that's APT tournament. Just remember, missed opportunities and pressure mistakes are part of competing. That's just part of it. But also, it just shows me how close I was.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So,
2 strokes out. That's great.
Yeah, the difference between finishing 4th and winning it was just a couple of small. I keep saying mistakes. It's just that's what it is. It's a mistake, but but then the path forward just becomes clear. It just I'm there. I feel like I can get there.
See, to me, that's the thing about golf that just it makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Is you go out there and you hit a 250 yard to 300 yard shot.
Yeah.
And then you got to hit another one behind that, and then pretty soon the next shot is 100 yards, and the next one you may be 15 yards, and then you're next to the hole, and after you've done all of that, you miss it on the upper side of the hole by 3/4 of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
So your whole entire workflow from the time you teed off to there was affected by 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
It wasn't the drive, it wasn't the second shot, it wasn't the chip, it wasn't your first putt.
Yeah.
It was 3/4 of an inch made a difference.
Yes, I totally agree.
And that's so scary.
Well, you take, like you said, you can take 3 shots to get down to the green. That was 400 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Or 450, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you take 3 shots again to go 40 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so many people, think that their game improvement is hitting the driver at the driving range.
Exactly.
Instead of just, hey, you want to get good? Put on that concrete floor over there.
Yeah, seriously.
You want to learn how to control speed? There you go.
Well, I think I said it one time before, amateurs, they feel like they just want to swing hard. They swing angry.
They swing angry.
They do. They just want to hit it hard as they can and as far as they can.
And I know, and there's no matter how hard you tell yourself not to swing hard, it's like, I'm going to swing soft, I'm going to swing soft, going to swing soft. And then your arms are wrapped around your head, the club's coming around this way, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to swing soft.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
We are all guilty of it. We are. But that's golf, man. That's golf and that's life. So.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But yeah,
I'm glad you got up there in the top, and I'm glad you got good feelings about it, and we're rooting for you. And like I said, I'm doing my best to see if I can.
Okay, May 13th.
Come down and hide in the bushes.
I would love it. I think in a little road trip, I think I'm gonna let you drive though.
I think you should.
I'm not getting.
And we're going to leave a day early.
Well, we'll have to. If I want to make my tee time.
If you want to make your tee time, I love it.
But yeah, thanks Three Ridges, for allowing APT to be on the course. It was a little demanding, but it was placement shots. There were some blind shots, tough shots, easy shots. I mean, it was just all around course. There was some easy shots, and like I said, there's tough and some blind. But it was good. It was a good course.
Well, good.
But Topaz went with me. She just kind of hung out and
Did her thing.
Did her thing, man. She loves it. I love her going with me. It's just kind of little day trip her and I will take.
Yeah.
So we have a good time. We'll find something to eat afterwards, and usually in the town that we're in or city.
Yep.
So,
try something new. Try something local.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Stephanie and I'd love to do that, and usually I'm pretty adamant that if we go in a new town or something, I don't want to eat it the local, whatever franchise. I want to find something weird, something
Absolutely.
with a funny name, and something that's local and locally owned. And we've got some bad ones before, but we've gotten some really good places too.
I think all of us think alike. Not that I'm a big fast food person, but anybody you can get McDonald's anywhere and Taco Bell anywhere, but I totally 100% agree. It's just let's find this local hole in the wall joint.
Yeah.
I think you were one that told me about it, about River City Cafe in Myrtle Beach, and great place.
Yep.
I love little hamburger joints. It's just been there for 80 years. A couple generations and.
Yeah, if you've never been to River City in Myrtle Beach, they've expanded. There's several of them now, but the original is downtown in Myrtle Beach, and it's hard to beat. You go in there and there's stuff written all over the walls and license plates everywhere, and take your Sharpie with you because you're perfectly welcome to write on the walls, and everybody does, and it's kind of cool to do it. And then go back the next year and go, oh, there's my name.
There's my name.
So
hopefully you guys will follow my journey, on this APT. I'm having a blast. I'll just keep finding tournaments that takes me. I actually want to venture out a little further, like maybe go out west a little bit. Obviously, Kentucky being close. Maybe go there, maybe another state, but just try something different.
Yeah, it'd be neat to play some of the courses in a different. Kind of in a different environment,
Yes.
like somewhere like in Oklahoma. I bet they would be very sandy and flat.
That would be fun.
It'd be interesting to see how they look.
I think we need to do a road trip, and that would be one heck of a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it?
You betcha. Well, in a couple of weeks, we're going to do another podcast where I'm going to be on the road.
Oh, yes.
Buddy of mine, we're going to take the motorcycles and we're going to go on a trip. Now, when I say motorcycles, this is not something on the road. We ride off-road. We ride dual sport. And so, we're going to be on trails. We're going to be on fire roads, very seldom on pavement.
Yeah.
And, we're trying to ride the Southeast Backroads Discovery Route, which takes us from Northeast Tennessee to the Panhandle of Florida, and as much off-road as we can put in.
That's you went, whatever the other one is, kind of took you out west.
Yep.
Right.
We have ridden the Trans-American Trail, which starts in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and it ends in Oregon. We have ridden it to Arkansas. I have ridden it to Oklahoma. And so we still have the last probably two. Believe it or not, all the way in Oklahoma, you're still only 2/3 there, or a third there.
Right.
So then we did the MABDR, which is the Mid-Atlantic Backroads Discovery Route, which takes you from, like, we started in upstate New York, and we rode all the way back to Northeast Tennessee. So now we're doing the other half of that, which is Northeast Tennessee, all the way down to the Panhandle.
That sounds
of Florida.
fun, man. I hope you guys, and I know you will have a great time. And
but yeah, I'm going to try to take the podcast something that I can.
Hopefully hopefully we'll just do your phone.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll need. We can talk about it later if you need headphones or what. But if it doesn't work out, it's okay. But we'll talk. that podcast will, if we don't get to do it, will be about your trip.
Cool. Yeah, we
you
can.
know,
And I know that-
we talk about golf, we talk about fishing, you know, but for this, you know, it's a pretty cool thing he's doing, and I think we need to talk about it.
Yay! And, we have no what is not boundaries. I guess we don't. We don't have very many boundaries.
So, let me ask you this: what do you think about golf, fishing, opinions?
I like it, except we don't really have opinions other than our own, and we're always right.
That's the only thing that matters, right?
I know. So yeah, golf, fishing, and our opinions.
Our opinions.
Oh, what have we forgot about beer?
Beer's given.
Okay. okay. Beer is a given.
That's given.
Yeah.
But I think. Do you hear that?
I hear that.
Beer review. All right, we're back.
We never left.
Man.
Hey, before we get started on the beer thing, I wanted to say one quick shout out to my mom, because she's the one who actually ended up washing my overalls. And it's a funny thing for a 60-year-old man to say, as his mother washed his overalls, but still. And this morning I had the coolest thing. I bought this golf shirt specifically, you know, because you always have such cool shirts.
Yeah.
So I bought this golf shirt at Goodwill, and you know, I had the collar and everything, but it was this like psychedelic colors and zigzags and stuff. And I told Stephanie this morning, I said, "Hey, this is what I want to wear for the podcast." And she was like, "Oh no, no, don't do that." And I'm like, "Why?" She said, "You'll give people seizures."
Oh yeah.
You know, because I got straight stripes here and then all them zigzags, and so yeah, I didn't want to create problems for people, so I didn't wear it. But I'll wear it one day.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we are starting our beer review. I will have to say, I meant to mention it earlier before in the podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed our funny hat.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed the hat.
know,
if you hadn't seen the hat, you got to go see the hat.
It is hilarious. You know, Bart will have one probably maybe in a couple of weeks. You know, we'll plan. He doesn't know what it is.
I have no idea.
So what do you think? Well, we'll get into that later. But it's pretty dang funny what he did, and it threw me off guard.
I know.
I loved
it really did. And Gene didn't even know this at first, but when I got it when we were at the beach. I had been sitting on that hat. He says it's not a hat. He says it's a mask.
It's not a hat.
Technically, it is a mask.
It's not a hat.
But it goes on your head, so we didn't stipulate how.
And it covers your face.
Yeah, we didn't really stipulate at any point, you know, what a hat was.
How about you guys tell us, what is a hat? What does it cover up?
That covered your head.
Head?
And more stuff. But it was solid, so I had to actually take scissors and cut him a mouth hole so he could drink beer through it.
It was great. I hope everybody just enjoyed it.
All right,
so
what we got?
Yeah, so tonight comes from Virginia Beer.
Virginia Beer.
It's a Imperial Maple Brown.
That sounds like a lot of stuff going on.
It's a porter.
Why does it say short stack at the top?
I don't know.
Oh, you're the beer expert. All right, let's read about this, Gene. See what we got. It is. It's in Williamsburg.
What is it?
It's from Williamsburg.
I misspoke. It is an ale with maple syrup. I'm kind of excited about this.
Ale with maple syrup. Wow, what'd you say? That's what
I
you said.
I said porter.
Oh,
I thought for some reason it was a porter, but it is not.
It's not a porter.
So
it is an ale, and it has 8%, which means I'm going to be loopy.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at it! I see what the short stack is about now. It's pancakes.
Oh yeah,
there's a little picture of pancakes.
Maple.
Yeah, you can't really see it. But
Maple brown ale. Yeah,
short stack.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that is absolutely cool. So
cool.
yeah, this is like Bart said. This is canned by Virginia Beer Company in Williamsburg, Virginia. I did not even pay attention to that.
Wow. So Gene's is as surprised as I am about this
beer. I am. I thought it was a porter. You and I talked about the other night about a stout you found, and
Yeah.
I had some stout at home, and I forgot it this morning.
Oh.
So I stopped and I was like, look for a stout. They didn't really have other than something I didn't want to drink.
Gotcha.
So I was like, well, this, whatever
Hey,
reason it said,
I think
thought
this is good.
I thought it was porter, so I was like, oh, let's do a porter. It's kind of close, but yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Unranked.
And unhinged. Wow. Oh, we don't have our sheets, but we'll go with it. Smell. I didn't really smell anything. I'm going to wait. And see. Okay, it is not cloudy. It's
wow.
just dark.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that it's clear, but it's just very. When I say clear, it's
It's
not cloudy.
It's clean.
But it's very clean.
It is clean.
Dark. You can't hardly see through it. It doesn't smell beery like hops or
It's
anything.
crazy because it almost like a porter, but I know it isn't. But
You can smell a little bit of the maple though.
yes,
smell
yes. All right, ready, man?
I'm ready.
Cheers, bud. Oh man, that is
It's
good.
pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely. On our list of things, we said mouthfeel,
Yeah,
which just sounds dirty to me, but still.
creamy.
Yeah, you can kind of. I thought since it was so clear that it wouldn't be that way, but it is. It's very creamy, which is awesome.
Which
And spicy. See, to me, that's what that peppery kind of really tingly, spicy kind of thing. It's probably something completely different.
So for me, I know what you're talking about, but could be completely different. It's 8%. It's high on alcohol.
So that's
and,
what
and
the,
that's
the
what
tingly,
that's what I
peppery thing
feel.
is. Yeah, because I can feel it in the back of my mouth,
Yeah.
like on the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, that's just me, but I can tell it's high alcohol.
Oh, but it's good. And
It's
I'm not bitter.
No, definitely not. Again, I don't think they put that on there, but a dark beer for me. I know
We're
there's
going to do a
I know-
change here, Gene. I'm going to throw
All
some
right.
head on
Yeah,
it.
let's do that. Next time we get us a nitro beer. That's
Oh, that's the one you were saying that had nitrous oxide.
yeah.
Or
You
something in
turn
it.
what you do is you get a glass.
Yeah.
And you turn it like a bottle. You turn it upside down and you kind of do this as it's coming out. Dude, it's the coolest thing.
Oh, I remember you showing me one of those one time.
Yes.
Yes, we got to do that on there. That would be awesome. Well,
it's-
the head sits really well.
Yeah, it's a good head.
I just about stuck my nose in it and inhaled it by accident. But it smells good.
So see, for me, the back end is where I taste a lot of that alcohol.
It tingles on the sides of my tongue. And that's what I feel like is when I say spicy or peppery.
And
But like you said, it's probably just the tingly of the alcohol. But I can taste the maple.
I can definitely taste the maple.
Yep. And you can smell it too.
Yeah.
But this isn't bad, guys. This is so for an ale. I'm usually not an ale guy.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. A brown ale is a dark.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'll associate dark beers with like a stout or a porter, which is kind of coffee, chocolatey kind of beer, and that's not for me.
Yeah.
I have found a couple that I like that doesn't have that in there as strong, but this brown ale with maple is
It's pretty good. I mean,
pretty good.
because I can say there's just a little bit of sweet to it too. Not
Yes,
a lot,
yes.
but just a little bit. There is no like really bitter, hard to taste. It's not.
I wonder if you're tasting coriander.
I don't know. I don't know what coriander tastes like.
Because coriander is kind of like a little peppery.
But I can just taste it on the sides of my tongue, as it kind of sits there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could drink this. I could sit and drink this at dinner and
Probably not too many, could we?
No,
8%.
8%, we'd be off our rocker. And I'm a lightweight, so yeah.
Even for me, 8%. I mean, that's. Yeah, man. I think this was.
It was a good find, Jim.
It definitely was, man. It was. I've had Virginia beer before. I think I've had their lagers. Yeah.
Y'all want to smell it? Smells good, doesn't it?
What you guys think?
All right, so I can't remember our chart, but I don't think it's bitter. I don't think it's.
It definitely has a nutty.
Oh yes.
It has a
Nutty.
A nutty. It's it's no citrus.
Yeah, no citrusy to it. No floral. No
floral.
Tropical.
So
nothing.
it would. We'll do one next time, but it'll look totally different from the one last time because I think last week was a sour or a goza.
Yeah, it was a goza.
So it's probably going to be flipped.
Yeah,
the other way. So
I like this, and I'm usually not an ale fan. So to me, ales are usually bitter, and I don't think this one is.
yeah.
And much to Gene's chagrin, I had a stout the other day, which I liked pretty good. So, yeah. So I'm digging the short stack, Gene.
All right, that's good, man. We have another one to drink over here if we can.
All right.
Maybe next week I'll bring the stout with us. It's really I've had one or two, and it's really good. And I think you enjoy it as well.
Cool.
Because over the years, you and I've been hanging out. It's kind of I understand what you like.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't like stouts, but if I like them, there's probably a good chance you would too.
Yeah. All right. While you're talking, I'm going to do a close up.
Okay. But I think that we'll bring the other stout and enjoy that. Look at that. So Virginia beer in Williamsburg. Great job. The short stack maple brown ale. It's I like it. I think I could eat. This would be one I would have at dinner.
Oh yeah, this would be really good.
Imagine
it was cheesecake.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see this as a dinner beer.
Yeah,
It's not going to be on a golf course. It's not going to be on the lake. Because it's too
it's
dark.
heavy.
It is.
Yeah, it's a little dark, a little heavy.
Great word. It is heavy. So I think it's just kind of a
Sit back, and this would be a good beer to have in place of like a bourbon at the end of. Some people like to do a bourbon at the end of dinner. I think this would be a great replacement for that.
That's good.
Yeah, but truly, with something with a little bit of sweet to it, I think this would be spectacular. That's something else, the difference in you and I. What would you prefer to eat with that? Or, what would be something good to pair with that?
I think it would have to be something sweet.
Yeah.
Like you said, a cheesecake or some sort of Danish. Or I don't. For me, this is my opinion because the only opinion that matters.
That's the thing. That's the only thing that matters.
I don't think it's a hamburger. I don't think it's a steak.
I don't think the greasy would go with that.
Exactly.
Something like a steak or a hamburger that's got all that heavy grease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you hit it. You said cheesecake. I think it would have to be. I think a good Danish.
Yeah. Something with a lot of bread and a little bit of sweet. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Well, good job, Gino.
Yeah. So, man. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. We did great. You did great. I'm doing great drinking.
We've had some really, really good beers over the last episodes. We'll just keep adding, continuing. I've got let's see. I'm not sure when. Let's see. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. Because I know you're going at the end of this month. I brewed one. I brewed a beer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a special beer review that night.
Cool.
So I look forward to it.
Maybe we can do it at the lake.
Yeah, we can go to the camp, dude. So we need to get together soon. Like we'll have us one kind of a party kind of out at the camper and the lake down at the bottom.
Ooh, party! I love it.
No one has to. Well, I'm not gonna say.
You're telling the whole
Yeah.
world right now about this party.
Yeah,
It might be big.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited.
Where is it?
It's at the lake. I'll give you the address. I want everybody to come.
Anyway,
I love it. Gene just got overwhelmed.
I did. So, man, do you have anything else? I think.
Only thing I want to say is I am very, very tickled that my family has been watching this. And I love you all very much. And, you know, my brother and my sisters and all their extended family is just great. And I especially want to say I love my little brother and his two twins, Daisha and Jalen.
That's cool.
So, yeah. And I hadn't talked to them much, but I'm going to. And that heart thing, which I can't do worth a flippity flop. But that's the best I can do.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, our family is definitely supportive.
And our mothers.
and
Oh, my God.
You know,
Our biggest fans.
Mom, absolutely. They. I don't know if I told you this. The mask,
Yeah.
absolutely. She said, laughed out loud.
Oh, that is so good.
And she, I think her and Dad kind of watch it different times, maybe. And she had to get Dad to come over and watch it, and they just absolutely bust out laughing. She said,
Oh, I love it.
It's,
our families are a huge part of our lives.
You
And
know,
if we don't portray that well enough, we should.
yeah, you know, who knows where it's going to take us. You know, we I cannot believe that we started almost 5 months ago.
Holy cow, I can't either.
You know, we are like
Feels like yesterday.
we were we are on, like, I think this is episode 17. I think it's going to be, or
Wow,
and-
that's almost as many fans or as many subscribers as we have.
So come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Come on, y'all can poke somebody that, you know, hey, I don't care if you like these guys or not. You got to subscribe.
You got to subscribe to them. But yeah, we have been doing it for 5 months, and dude, I'm having a blast.
I am too, and I really am. I'm having a good time, and I hope you guys are laughing at a little bit of our stuff and having fun, because that's what this is all about: is having fun and drinking beer and talking about golf. And I swear, I promise you guys, we're going to do more fishing stuff.
Well, here, with that said, though, Bart, I think I know that, you know, I've been playing some golf tournaments, but I think when we started this, it was kind of like
dead of
it was in the wintertime,
Yeah.
you know. So we really haven't got out there. We're definitely going to do it.
I'm going to drag Gene out there, and he's going to catch all kinds of dirty fish.
Yep.
Not that bass stuff that Kelly had him catching. I want to have him catching trash.
That's all I know.
That's right.
That's all I know is bass.
I'm going to bring him down to the gutters.
Yeah. But yeah, with that said, I think that our family is having a good time just as much as we are. I know we do this, and we post it, and they can't wait to.
And they watch it, yeah.
They can't wait for the next one to be out. But guys, you know, thank you so much. Give us a like, give us a follow, share it, subscribe, all the above.
All that stuff.
But I think, you know, hey, we're unranked and unhinged, and we're absolutely unofficial.
Unofficial. See you guys.
Good night.
Crack a cold one and tee it high. Lines in the water and the sun in the sky.